Hi everyone, welcome to Learn English with Miss. In today's lesson, we're going to be mastering the race strategy. We're going to focus on noticing facts, information, and details, and then wondering, thinking about some of the questions. We're also going to learn how we can win on the NJSLA. Here is a powerful step-by-step reading comprehension strategy designed to help you. So let's get started. Reading for the evidence, the unexpected encounter. Every great response starts with a close, active reading. Before you answer any question, you need to notice what the text tells you directly and wonder about what it hints at beneath the surface. The passage, read carefully. Marcus had been walking for nearly an hour when the rain began. He didn't have an umbrella, so he grabbed the largest leaf he could find and held it above his head. By the time he reached the party, he was shivering but smiling as he opened the door. A burst of confetti and glitter exploded into the air, raining down on him like a second storm. He stood in silence for a moment, his face lighting up despite the chaos. Now, remember that a test-taking strategy is read, reread, read again. So let's reread. Here's the passage. Marcus had been walking for nearly an hour when the rain began. He didn't have an umbrella, so he grabbed the largest leaf he could find and held it above his head. By the time he reached the party, he was shivering, but smiling. As he opened the door, a burst of confetti and glitter exploded into the air, raining down on him like a second storm. He stood in silence for a moment, his face lighting up despite the chaos. Notice what details stand out in the first paragraph. Underline specific words that describe Marcus's actions, feelings, or surroundings. Wonder, what question do you have after reading? What might the author be hinting at that isn't directly stated? Write your thoughts before moving on. Reading for evidence, the unexpected encounter. Every great response starts with a close, active reading. Before you answer any question, you need to notice what the text tells you directly and wonder about what it hints at beneath the surface. Here's a multiple choice question based on your passage. Literal comprehension. Literal comprehension questions ask you to find information that is directly stated in the text. Go back to the passage and locate the evidence before selecting your answer. Don't guess, find proof. Question, what was the main character's immediate reaction when he arrived at the birthday party? Is it A, he was angry about the mess the confetti made? B, he was drenched in glitters and sparkles from the confetti burst? C, he left the party early because of the bad weather? Or D, he forgot to bring his friend a birthday gift? Now, keep in mind, was A mentioned in the story? Was B mentioned in the story? Yes, B was directly mentioned in the story, so B is the correct answer. Was C mentioned in the passage, story, or text? And was D mentioned? No, neither of them were mentioned, so B is the only correct answer. Here's your key takeaway. The passage states a burst of confetti and glitter exploded into the air, raining down on him. This is your text evidence. Option B is the only answer supported directly by the text. So focus on direct quotations from the text or direct inferences that can be made. Multiple response question, critical thinking. Multiple response questions require you to select all answers that apply. This tests your ability to think critically. More than one option can be correct, and you must find text evidence for each one you choose. Read every option carefully. Question, which details from the text suggest that the character was surprised by the party? Select all that apply. His face lit up suddenly. Is this the correct answer? Well, it is the correct answer because this phrase signals an emotional reaction, a visible sign of surprise and delight. He stood in silence for a moment. Is this the correct answer? This is also the correct answer because silence often indicates shock or unexpected wonder, a classic surprise reaction. He was wearing a makeshift leaf umbrella. This is incorrect because the detail describes his walk in the rain. It does not show surprise at the party. He buried his face in the daily news reports. This is also incorrect because this detail does not appear anywhere in the passage. It is a distractor option. So keep in mind that there will be some answers that are just given to throw you off. The RACE framework, your answer blueprint. RACE is a 4-step strategy that transforms a blank page into a structured, evidence-based response. Every strong NJSLA written answer follows this exact structure. Master it and you'll never lose points for an incomplete response again. R, restate. Restate the question in your own words. Turn the question into the opening sentence of your answer. A, answer. Provide a clear, direct answer to the question. Don't be vague. State your main point confidently. And C, cite. Quote or paraphrase specific evidence from the text. Use phrases like according to the text or the author states. E, explain. Explain how your evidence supports your answer. Connect the dots for the reader. Don't assume they see it. Here's a guided RACE practice, the we do. Now let's apply the RACE strategy together. Read the prompt below, then study how each part of a complete response is built, step by step. Notice how no part is skipped and every sentence has a job to do. Writing prompt. Based on the text, how did the setting affect the character's mood? R, restate the question. The setting affected the character's mood in a significant way. A, answer clearly. It made him feel isolated and uncomfortable, yet he responded with creativity and a positive attitude. C, cite text evidence. The text states he was shivering in the rain, holding up a makeshift leaf umbrella, showing the harsh conditions he faced. Explain the connection. Even though the weather was difficult, Marcus improvised a solution instead of giving up, revealing his resourcefulness and resilient spirit. Pro tip. Each step in RACE should be its own distinct sentence. If your E step just repeats the C, push yourself to go deeper. Why does the evidence matter? Think about this question as you are answering the open-ended question. Thank you for watching and learning with me. I'll see you again next time.